Now, the economic and possible military threats that are flying in the face of this year's theme of Davos, spirit of dialogue, which almost sounds like it's laughing in the face of the reality. Here at the World Economic Forum, for the first time, its CEO, Borge, Brende, told me this theme is more important than ever.
I think dialogue is a necessity, not a luxury. So we're trying to get the key people here. We have more than 65 heads of state and government here to even find common ground in time where everyone looks after their own self-interest.
Isn't there an element of the emperor's new clothes about it? We all know that a lot of the troubles today stem from the policies of the United States and particularly Donald J. Trump. Even today, his letter to Norway's Prime Minister: considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace. Why does Denmark have a right of ownership? There are no written documents. I mean, how do you have dialogue with somebody who writes this?
I think if we're going to find solutions on Ukraine, Gaza, also Sudan, and the big challenges that we are faced with in the world, we have to try. But you know, we can only bring the horses to the well. We cannot force them to drink the water. And it doesn't seem like they're very thirsty today, huh?
And that's the problem.
It is, but we are more like a glass half full than half empty organization. So we will continue to try, but we are now operating in a new context. The old world order is not there anymore, and we can see the contours of a new one, but hopefully it's not the jungle growing back. We have to fight for some rules and ways of interacting, and the start is dialogue.
Let's talk about WEF itself. Obviously, since Professor Klaus Schwab left, and you've had the investigation, and there's no wrongdoings, but WEF itself now has to work out how to chart its new course, don't you?
We are not a multilateral organization based on memberships from countries. So the way that we are impartial, I think we still can bring people together. We have the Chinese vice premier, probably one of the most influential in China, and then we have Donald Trump. But we also probably here will have 6 out of 7 G7 leaders.
Do you think there's a possibility that the organization became arrogant, became hubristic? It sort of threw its weight around in a sense and believed we are WEF, we do what we like in a sense, and it's learned its lesson that it is about membership. It is about, you know, nobody has given you the right to exist.
So I think we need to be humble in this new context, but we also have to be ambitious, because we will need to push the envelope to try to recreate some dialogues. But I think it's important, as you indicate, the World Economic Forum has never had a mandate from countries. We are not the UN. We are a membership-based organization.
I'm suggesting it forgot that.
You know, I want to look forward, and this can now be our strength in the new context, since there is trust in our platform. But you know, we are not a fixer. We are an enabler on our platform. I think that is very important to underline.
The one concern, I'm walking around the Congress Center last night, it's got bigger, it feels bigger. But I wonder whether, talking to the point that you just said, do you have to refocus back to that core mission?
So I think we have to innovate at the core. I totally agree. But we're not bigger in the sense that we only have, or we do have 3,000 participants that we have had in the last years. But we have now upped our game on the level. We have now the technology people back. You know, we have also Jensen Huang and NVIDIA here. We have Tim Cook, Apple. They haven't been here for many years. And then we have also on the head of states and governments, we have higher representation.
Right, let me put this down. And we decided to be optimistic this year. The question is, what gives you hope? Write your answer on the board.
Wow.
It could be a one-word sentence.
You know, last year we were so worried that the geopolitics would kill economic growth. Mm-hmm. And the economy is still growing pretty strongly. Like the U.S. economy, we're discussing levels, is it going to be hard landing, soft landing? And there is no landing yet, even with all the turmoil.
So
So I would say the economy.
Come on.